Good friends, we are out here to show you some awesome cars that we have here. Leo nataka ni compare these two cars on the left or on your right. Okay, on the left we have a Subaru Impreza and on the right we have a Mazda Axela. These cars are the chief competitors to one and the other, okay? These are rivals somehow in the Kenyan market. This car has been in the Kenyan market for so long. Mazda Axela is slowly catching up with the likes of Subaru and Toyota Fielder. So I wanted to compare these two cars. Let us see who has a better car in terms of design, in terms of fuel economy, and many other features. So before you go far, make sure you subscribe to this channel so that each and every time we do videos like this, you get to see them as soon as you can. Okay, so the Subaru is a 1600cc petrol with an all-wheel drive system. We call it symmetrical all-wheel drive. And on the right, we have Mazda Axela with a 1.5-liter engine. And of course, it is a two-wheel drive. So let us see who has more power, which car is reliable. And yeah, I would say at the end of the day, let's see which car is a good option or a good choice for you to buy. Both of these cars are excellent choices in the Kenyan market. Subaru has been there, so it is very reliable and also very practical. But the emergence of Mazda Axela has switched the buttons on these cars. People are nowadays going for Axela over Subaru Impreza. Now, Subaru Impreza, we know it has a CVT transmission, which at times people say it is a little bit problematic. But the Mazda Axela comes with a 6-speed automatic transmission, which is straightforward, with minimal reliability issues. Okay. Now, on the other side is this car has a Sky Active technology, which helps to improve on engine performance and fuel economy. Subaru, on the other side, doesn't have that technology. The technology is on the symmetrical all-wheel drive. Now, their car features more on stability and a car that can suit in all kinds of terrains. With an all-wheel drive system, you can go anywhere you want with that car. Okay. Now, in terms of fuel economy, almost both of them are almost similar, but because the Subaru has an all-wheel drive system, it consumes more fuel as compared to Mazda Axela, which uses the Sky Active G technology to improve on fuel economy. In terms of technology, both cars, technology-wise, every car has its own design. Subaru is a more modern vehicle, but Mazda Axela gives you an even modern ability as compared to one and the other. In terms of safety features, most people would say Subaru is a better car in terms of safety, but as each car modernizes, you get so many safety features. For example, in both of the cars, you get adaptive cruise control, you get lane departure warning, lane departure assist, pre-collision monitoring system, and also you get rear cross alert. If somebody passes behind you, maybe it's a passenger or something like that, both cars will warn you effectively. Pre-collision monitoring system, if the driver doesn't react on time, the car by itself will brake to avoid collision or to minimize the damage that happens in case of a collision. Okay. Now, in terms of interior, both of them are on a different setup. We'll just go into the interior also and see what are some of the differences that you get in some of these cars. Now, Subaru are more focused on petrol engines, while Mazda Axela gives you, or Mazda gives you options to choose from. You get a 2000cc diesel, you get 2000cc petrol also, and you can get 1500cc petrol and diesel. So Axela has a wide variety of those engines, and in all those engines they have employed the Sky Active technology to improve on fuel economy and power. For the diesel one, you get Sky Active B, but for the petrol, you get Sky Active G technology. So we'll start with the Subaru, then we'll go to the Axela. Let us see how the design is. From the first impression, you can see here the Subaru looks sleek. It looks more streamlined, and in this case, we have this modern Subaru here. It is the same car, but this one is the top spec. Unfortunately, I would have loved to use this car here, but as you can see already, there is notification here that shows you that this one is already sold. So unfortunately, we are not going to use that. But because of the comparison, let me show you the headlights. Now, for the Subaru, you have daytime running lights. They are quite distinctive. You can clearly see them from afar. You have these projector headlights, which are adaptive also, and you get bulb technology turn signals over there. And on the lower section, you get fog lights. It is standard in almost Subarus. Most of them, they'll give you those fog lights there. As you can see, the fog lights are very much active on this other one here. So for the lower trims of this Subaru, which is this one here, you get all this bulb technology. On this side you get halogen headlights, and on the lower section you get fog lights. Everything else is the same. You get a new grille. This grille is slightly squeezed. I think that one is to add on the aerodynamics of this car, but it looks simple, clean, and aerodynamic. I would say I love the finish on the Subaru. On the other hand, Mazda is not sleeping at all. They have their own design. They have the code blueprint design, which helps them come up with the designs for their cars. Almost all Mazdas look like this, but as it gets larger, it becomes a little bit different. Now for the headlights, you can see you have these daytime running lights also for Mazda Axela, which actually they look very, very beautiful. And also you have projector headlights over there. And on the lower section, instead of the fog lights, you get these turn signals on the lower section. What you can notice also on the front of this car is that you have a number of sensors here. That one helps majorly in pre-collision monitoring system and radar cruise control. An adaptive cruise control. They use those sensors and cameras to see what is ahead of the car and give you a clear action on what needs to happen. We have a front-facing camera over here, of course. Nice emblem over there, and then of course we have a nice looking grille. For the 2019 models, the Mazda 3, you get a different setup. For the Subaru, instead of all these sensors and cameras over here, you'll get them on the top section there with the Subaru eyesight technology. Okay, the Subaru eyesight technology is very functional. Autonomous braking, blind spot monitoring system, rear cross alerts, all those safety features are available on this car. Both of them actually, they are available, but the other one Subaru outdoes Mazda when it comes to autonomous braking. Subaru is a bit more safer, but both of them are very, very safe. Do not confuse my words. All of them are safe. Now let us look at the alloys. I love these multi-spoke alloys from the Subaru. They look good, aluminium shiny, and then of course you get these Bridgestone tires. Of course, these are highway tires. Inside there you get McPherson strut suspension with stability control, while on the Mazda you get some nice looking alloys also. I love the alloys that you get on this Mazda here. You have disc brakes, some nice brake calipers. Of course, these are not performance calipers. Some nice also highway tires. At the same time, you get the McPherson strut suspension with coil and springs. Side profile, both cars are almost the same length. As you can see from the front, this is the front of the car, this is the front of this other car, and you can move all the way to the back and see which car is longer. In terms of dimensions, it's almost the same, but Subaru seems to be a little bit longer as compared to the Mazda Axela. That one will will come into realization of that once we get into the interior and see. You'll realize that the Subaru is slightly larger as compared to the Mazda Axela. At the back here, same size alloys, disc brakes also, and on this side you have disc brakes also, some nice alloys and same tires. From the back, I think at the back each car has its own design. I think it goes down to preference. What do you like? The taillights are good. On both cars, the taillight cuts all the way into the boot section, as you can see also in the Axela, and some nice looking taillights for Axela here. At the center you have your turn signal, but for the Subaru you have this taillight here. You get some nice reverse lights there, but the turn signals are separated to the lower section. Now the emblem or the labeling for the model for Axela is on the left, but on the Subaru is on the right. The technology that is employed here for the Axela is labeled on the right, that is Sky Active technology, while on the Subaru it is on the left, which shows the symmetrical all-wheel drive system. Both cars, you can see there are a number of sensors at the back. Look at this, both of them have sensors at the back. This one also has sensors at the back, which shows you how easy it is to park both these cars. First thing, you get rear cross alert. While as you're reversing this car, there's somebody at the back. You'll clearly see, or it will notify you on the inside that there is somebody passing at the back. So parking this car in tight spaces might be a little bit easy, and also in case somebody is just passing by without you knowing, the car will alert you about that. Okay, side profile is okay. I love the finish, colored body colored door handles over here for both cars. The Subaru has no chrome finishing on the window panes. On the top part, you have that aerial fin, and you get this mini spoiler with the wiper, sorry, with the brake light on the back and a wiper here at the back also. For the Axela, starting from the side, you have chrome finishing on the lower side of the window panes, colored body, body colored door handles right here. You have aerial fin over there. I don't know if this one you can call a mini spoiler, because this one is very, very small actually, with a brake light on it. Wiper also over the back side, and you get a general look of the back. Let us see the tailgates. Both of them have manual tailgates, boots. In Kenya we call them boots. This one has a cover. So for the Axela, you get 450 liters of space, which is a little bit smaller to the Subaru. Let us see what you get down here. You have your accessories here and there. I don't know if there is a spare tire. The lower section, no spare tire for this Mazda Axela. This cover is for that side, so don't worry about that. It's a cover for that side, which is pretty good. And let us see what the Subaru offers. It is also a manual tailgate. As compared to Axela, this one looks a little bit larger, slightly larger as compared to the Axela, but the Axela one is a little bit deeper. This one is a little bit deeper, but this one is a little bit shallow. Okay, and also you can see from the lower section here, you don't have a spare tire also on this car. There's no spare tire on both cars. Okay, which is okay for a hatchback like this, but you get all those accessories here. The back side, you get these hooks here where you can hang a few things, light for the back, and more hooks on this side here. But if you need more space, then you can fold these rear seats. As you can see, you also have a back cover for this Subaru here, which is pretty okay. Let's go in the interior to angalia what you get on the inside. So we'll start quickly with the interior of the Mazda Axela. From the door, you don't get so many features. Fabric finish, and this plastic that is very soft. You might think it is leather. Power door controls, a nice speaker, and a storage space. The cockpit looks good. I think for the Mazda it looks a little bit modern. You have these nice fabric seats. For the higher trim, you can get leather seats, and of course these seats are also manually adjustable. As you get in, you get so many features here. Starting from this side, you get idling stop feature, a lane departure assist, and a lane departure warning, traction control. You can activate your parking sensors from here, and then you can get a 360-degree view of this car using this button here. Now, let me show you the clusters. Those are the clusters of this Mazda Axela. This is how they look. Mileage 66,000. Your speedometer over there. The fuel gauge, it shows you how much or how far you can get with the remaining fuel. This one shows you that this one can take you 25 kilometers, and then all your notifications will show up on the lower section. You get a nice infotainment system. It is a touch sensitive, an active touch screen over here for this Mazda Axela. Some nice looking air vents, climate controls, very good design, because it still uses the button technology, which is simple, nice, and easy. You get a DVD slot, storage space, gear shifter, and because this one is a petrol, you get the sports mode button. More controls for the infotainment system. You can control it from that side if you don't want to use the touchscreen, and then you get this manual handbrake, which is pretty good. If you're a drifter, this comes in handy. Two cup holders, a storage space here with a number of USB slots. You get two USB slots, one auxiliary output, one SD card slot, and 12-volt output, and more storage on the inside with a tray for the top section. The dashboard looks good, simple and easy. For the higher trims, you get heads-up display, a number of speakers over there, glove compartment, which gives excellent space, and you get this manually adjustable seat for the front passenger. On the top side, you get digital rear view mirror, a storage space for your sunglasses over here, and LED lighting for the interior. So yeah, that is all about the front side of this Mazda Axela. Let us see what we get in the Subaru. The door also is very well made. it looks like it is very well designed with a lot of features here and there. Fake carbon power door controls, synthetic leather finish here, storage, and a nice speaker. And this is how it is. This is how it looks on the interior. You also get these fabric seats with manual adjustable seats. It's so hard to get a Subaru Impreza with electric seats, but they are available. Then as you get in, you also get a number of features. Because this one is a lower trim, you only get traction control here. For the higher trim, all these parts have functional controls. Now, for the clusters, that's how your clusters looks like. For the Subaru, they look absolutely beautiful. I think I love the clusters in the Subaru. Lane keeping assist and lane departure assist. Check engine light because the car is ignition is not on. Traction control, number of safety features, sensors, and all that. All these features are active, and you get 112 kilometers on this Subaru. A secondary screen to show you your MPGs and fuel consumption. For the Subaru, I don't think you have heads-up display. Infotainment system, more storage on this side, manually adjustable climate controls, a nice gear shifter, but because this car is a CVT, you only get one gear ratio. And on the inside, you have two USB slots, 12-volt output, electronic parking brake, two cup holders, and you have this armrest here that is more of plastic, and a deeper storage space with a 12-volt output. The dashboard of this Subaru is pretty well made. I think it looks nicer than the one in the Axela, but you have more plastic features, nice finishing over there, and a larger glove compartment as compared to the one in the Axela. You also get these manual adjustable seats, which are pretty comfortable. On the top side, you have a rear view mirror. Your notification will show up here for all the passengers, those who have their safety belts on and those who have no safety belts. Lane keeping assist is here. Pre-collision monitoring system can be activated from here, and you have LED lighting for the interior. On this side, you have a visor without a light. Okay, on the steering wheel, more controls for the infotainment system, paddle shifters to simulate driving a sporty car, and of course you have adaptive cruise control for this Subaru. For the Axela, I forgot to show you the steering wheel. You have this leather wrapped steering wheel, controls for the infotainment system, and of course you have cruise control, which is not adaptive. Let us now check the back seats. Let us see which car has enough space for your passengers. For the Mazda, the door looks pretty clean, very well made, fabric finish, and a nice speaker there. And of course, as you can see, it looks very comfortable. It feels and looks comfortable for this Mazda Axela. My seats are somehow stretched slightly into the driver's seat, but once the driver pushes back the seat all the way, I think the space will be a little bit squeezed. And of course, you can see here you have an armrest here with cup holders, and in general you have these seats here which can comfortably accommodate 5 passengers. Let us see what we get in the Subaru. For the Subaru, it looks visibly it looks very large. The door is actually the same, and as you move in, you get these nice seats. The seats are slightly well designed as compared to the ones in Mazda Axela, and as you sit inside here, it is very comfortable, and I can tuck my feet all the way in with the driver's seat pushed the same as the ones in the Axela. So I would say Subaru has more spacious interior. It's a little bit comfortable, and also you get an armrest with 2 cup holders on them, and in general these seats are very comfortable. Okay, so I think that's it about all these cars. In terms of fuel economy, Mazda Axela is more fuel efficient. It gives you around 14-15 kilometers per liter, but for the Subaru you get 13 to 14 kilometers per liter because it is a 2-wheel drive. Thank you so much for watching this video to this point. If you like it, make sure you like and always subscribe for more, and see you in the next one.